The linen map hung from the wall. The linen was shiny and cracked in places. The cracks were darkened by grime. It was fastened to the classroom wall with a wooden batten on a triangle of knotted cotton. We have no oracles, no rocks or olive trees, no sacred path to the temple, and no priestesses. The teacher's voice had a London accent. This was London. This was England, 1952. It was ancient history class. Ireland was far away, and farther away every year. I was nearly an English child. I could list the English kings. I could place the famous battles. I was learning to recognise God's grace in history. The colours were faded out, so the red of empire, the stain of absolute possession, the mark once made from cashmere, to the oast barns of the Kent coast south of us was underwater coral. And the waters of the Irish Sea, their shallow weave, their cross-grained blue-green, had drained away to the pale gaze of a doll's china eyes, a stare without recognition or memory. She put the tip of the wooden pointer onto the map. She tapped over ridges and dried out rivers and cities buried in the sea and seascapes which had once been land and came to a stop. The Roman Empire was the greatest empire ever known. Until our time, of course. Remember this, children? In those days, the Delphic oracle was reckoned to be the exact centre of the earth. Suddenly, I wanted to stand in front of it. I wanted to trace over and over the weave of my own country and read out names I was next to forgetting. Wicklow, Kilruddery, Dublin. To ask where exactly was my old house, with its front door, its brass 1 and 7, its flight of granite steps, its lilac tree whose scent stayed under your fingernails for days. For days, she was saying, even months, the ancients travelled to the oracle. They brought sheep and killed them. They brought questions about tillage and war. They rarely left with more than an ambiguous answer. Woman beneath, never above. Our black-collared teachers stand from their pulpits. Tell us, head by head, the proper way to live. Segregated, silenced, voices left unshared. Father to son, and to son, and to son, noblest lines upheld. Of us, lost names drifting in air. There are no more numbers here. We a series of units, individual. No man is an island. Not so of ours. There is no ship to shore. Our lives lie muted by blanket noise of ours, the yours, the everybody, raised on your universal neutral, when little boys relate and girls are just for girls. So we grow, fed on blue neutral silence. Not like other girls, above and below. These boots make her different, or her grades, or her hair. Trust no bitch, they say. A bitch is a bitch is a bitch. And when each of us fall, we'll have fallen alone. Trust is for the hand that pushes. These spaces for each of us are battlegrounds, a park, a hospital, a church's confessional box, where each of us has fallen and more, lost to a hardened hand around a wrist, a neck, a leash. No history of our own. Each battle lies isolated. Incidents, incidental, insinuated, incrementally insisted, nothing. We are no people united. Fallen women, alone.